You send data from your phone over BLE and the BLE chip receives it. But what actually happens after that? Which callback gets triggered? Where is the data stored? And how do you access it in your application code? Let's check out the Texas Instruments BLE firmware in details. This is CC2340R5 LaunchPad. This is how it looks. These are extended GPIOs for connection to the external circuitry like sensors, displays, etc. This is the main chip. This is the debug connector. This debug connector can be used for connection to the debugger XDS110. These are two onboard LEDs. This is how this launchpad looks from the back side. These two black connectors are for external circuit connections. We have another launchpad with us. This is CC2652R launchpad, and only the debugger section of this launchpad will be used for our video. These are the jumpers which we have already disconnected with this microcontroller, which we are not using, and only the debugger section will be used. This is the debug connector at debugger side, and this is the debug connector at launchpad side. These two debug connectors will be connected, and the connection between the debugger and the launchpad will be formed. So this is the FRC cable we have received. We are connecting it at the debugger end. The second end will be connected at the launchpad side. So this is the second end of the FRC cable. We are connecting it to the CC2340 launchpad. This is another 2-pin female to female connector we have received with the launchpad. This 2-pin connector is for the UART connection between the debugger and the CC2340 launchpad. DIO22 and DIO20 are used for UART connection. This is RxD and TXD at debugger end, which are used for UART connection. So let's open the Code Composer Studio. So we have connected our setup to the laptop's USB port, and we can see that it is detected as CC26X2R1 launchpad. Since debugger is originally part of this CC26X2R1 launchpad, no worries, we will type here CC2340, which is the launchpad we are actually using, and our launchpad is visible here now. So now let's open the data streamer example code from the SDK folder, which we will be flashing into the launchpad microcontroller. So click on the file and then import projects, then click on the browse button, then click on the C drive, and then a Texas Instrument folder, and then click on the SDK folder which we are using. In our case we are using 9_14, and then click on the examples folder, and then RTOS. Inside RTOS, CC2340R5, and then BLE. Inside BLE, click on the data stream. This is the example code we will be flashing on our microcontroller. So our project is imported here, and we will click on project and then build project. So you can see that our project is now building. Our project is built. Now we will click on datastream.sysconfig file. This is a system configuration part in which we can assign a GPIO to the peripherals. So in our case, we are using a UART peripheral and it is inside this display driver part. So inside this driver part, we will click on the XDS110 UART and then below it there is a pin mux, which is the part where we will verify the GPIOs being used for UART TX pin and UART RX pin. So you can see that DIO20 is used for TX and DIO22 is used for RX of the UART peripheral. So here on the hardware, you can see that RxD and TXD is marked here, that is used for UART connection. So this is how it finally looks after doing the connections. Let's connect the USB port. Click on run and then flash. So now our launchpad is being flashed with the example code that we have selected, which is a data stream. So now let's open the device manager and check for the COM port of our launchpad. So this is XDS110 showing as a COM 7. So it is COM port 7. And let's open the PuTTY, and in PuTTY we have entered COM 7 and the 115200 as a baud rate. And you can see that our board is successfully turned on and it is showing some initialization messages, that is BLE address. So to demonstrate how the data stream example works, let's open the Android application SimpleLink Connect, which is provided by the Texas Instruments, and using this application we will send a string of characters from our mobile phone to the launchpad over BLE. So the right section of the screen is showing the mobile screen. So data stream is the name of the launchpad and we are now connected over BLE, and we will send a string from this application to launchpad. So let's send hello CC2340R5. So you can see that the length is 14 here. So in code we have printed only the number of characters being received. So it is showing 14. Let's send some other data. How are you? So you can see that the length is now changed from 14 to 11, since how are you is a 11 byte data. Now let's send something another string. Today is the special day. So you can see the length is now changed to 24. So till now we have seen that we were able to send data from Android application in mobile phone to the launchpad over Bluetooth. And now we will change some part of the code so that we will be able to print the data received at the launchpad. So these are the different files in code for different functions of the code. This is a file app-data-stream.c in which we have a function void ds underscore incoming data callback. This is a callback function called when CC2340 receives data over BLE. Here the length of the incoming data is checked, and if the incoming data length is not 0, then else part of the code is executed. In else part of the code, we can see menu module printf is used for printing data on UART terminal. We can see the data on the UART terminal which is printed because of the code that we are seeing currently on the screen. This is a for loop which is used for changing the case of the incoming data from lowercase to uppercase and uppercase to lowercase. So you can see the function DSP send data. This is the function used for sending the data back to the BLE transmitter, which is in our case is Android mobile, in form of the notification. So same data is sent back to the BLE transmitter as a part of notification after changing the case. If it is lowercase, then it is sent as a uppercase. If it is uppercase, then it is sent as a lowercase. And here we can see a function we are adding here, menu module printf, and we are adding a p value along with the length so that we will be able to print the p value which is actually the data we are receiving along with the length. So we are building this project now, and after building we will flash this into CC2340 MCU which is on our launchpad, so that when we receive data from the Android application over Bluetooth over BLE, then we will be able to see what data we have received on the PuTTY terminal. So our project is now building. We have finished building. Now let's flash project. So we are flashing the CC2340 microcontroller. The flashing is done, and we have opened PuTTY, a serial terminal for viewing the data that we will be soon receiving on the terminal. And this time we will follow the same procedure. We will open the Android application provided by the Texas Instruments CimpleLink Connect, and in that application we will send some string of data, and this data string will be received by this launchpad, but this time we will be able to view the exact data on serial terminal. So this is the application. On right side, data stream is the name of the launchpad. We are connected. So we have enabled the notification now, as you can see in the yellow rectangle. So now we are sending another string. This is output of the modified code, and this string is received at the CC2340 launchpad side. Also you can see the bottom side where notification is received with the case changed in the violet rectangle part. We can verify the length of the data that we have received by this online tool. where I have pasted the data from serial terminal, and you can see that the length is similar. Here also it is 35 characters, that is 35 bytes we have received.